Hello Capricorn, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back for some crystal clarity. We're going to jump right into the full moon and Scorpio messages, taking a look to see kind of what you're going to be working on letting go of during this next couple weeks, as well as what you've been working on manifesting during the last couple weeks with the new moon in Aries. So let's just jump right in and take a look. Capricorn, what have you been creating or manifesting over the last couple weeks? What have you been working on? Okay. All right, so we've got the Three of Cups with the Page of Cups reversed here. You might be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But yeah, it looks like, you're trying to manifest some sort of new, emotional beginning here for yourself. It does look like you've been spending a lot of time with friends or, hopefully safely. But if not that, you've definitely been socializing a bit more or focusing on your fun, focusing on, just enjoying yourself, allowing yourself to kind of just let your hair down a little bit, which this is, an interesting card for Capricorn to have, but not that Capricorns aren't allowed to have fun or never have fun, but that does look like what you're trying to manifest for yourself. You've been very focused on just spending time with those that you really, love and enjoy, just having good times together. And it does look like you're, maybe in the midst of trying to, create something new for yourself within your social life, your emotional life. So you might be honestly doing a little bit of like networking is kind of what I'm hearing, because we do also have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So you might be kind of trying to like just get out there a little bit, socialize, see what you can kind of make happen for yourself, financially or maybe within work as well. So what's the current energy then for you, Capricorn? Okay, so we've got the Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords here. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, I apologize. So definitely with this Two of Pentacles in the reverse, you're definitely dealing with a lot of responsibilities right now, a lot of priorities, having a lot of things on your plate for sure. Kind of like a balancing act. Like you might have work, you've got work, school, volunteering, family stuff, like, you might just kind of have like a lot on your plate. And you are being asked to kind of look at that, and that's currently what your energy is. What you're dealing with is that you might just have too much going on right now, and it doesn't feel like you necessarily need to have all of that going on. Whenever the Two of Pentacles comes in the reverse, it's always inviting you to kind of look at what you're spending your energy on, look at what you're, putting your time and your effort into, and checking and making sure that that's all balanced out. Like you're not, giving too much to one thing and ignoring something else, or, putting more effort into something and not really getting valued, or not getting appropriate compensation back out of that, whatever it may be. But it does look like you're gonna have some sort of idea soon, or some sort of like breakthrough related to this, maybe finding some sort of way to consolidate some of these things, or finding a new way of handling all of your responsibilities. I'm not sure, but there is some sort of new idea that's either just come through or is about to come through for you, that you might be taking action towards. And with that, I see you here, Capricorn. We've got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I see you here really standing strong in your own personal power, your own, Capricorn energy. Like, you're very grounded right now. You're very stable. You're focused on your abundance and focused on, you're building up your financial stability and all of that, like your future growing, So that's good to see. What's about to emerge for you though, Capricorn? What's about to come into your conscious awareness? What are you about to be made aware of? I also apologize if it's a little dark in here. I'm not sure why. It's still sunny outside, so I don't know why it's so dark in here. What's about to emerge for Capricorn? Yeah, so we've got the Nine of Wands here in the reverse with the Four of Wands in the reverse. So this Nine of Wands I feel like is related to this Two of Pentacles you have here in the reverse. You're definitely just having to remain very strong right now. There's a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges, a lot of just like roadblocks coming up, things getting in the way of you, trying to... I'm sorry, I have a hiccup. That was caught in my throat there. But yeah, you're trying to push forward with something, like something that you really want, a goal of yours. And it just feels like you're coming up against a lot of opposition. Every single time you get ready to push back, it's like you just keep coming up against all these walls, it feels like, or just all these roadblocks. And you might honestly be pretty exhausted by this. You might be feeling, close to giving up or close to just kind of being like, what, I'm done here. We also have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck in the reverse as well. So this is something that you feel very burdened by. This is not fun for you. You're not enjoying whatever it is that you're dealing with here. But what I'm seeing with this Four of Wands is I do feel like you're gonna experience very soon, this is what's coming in for you, you're going to experience some sort of personal victory here, or some sort of personal celebration. You might finally, that breakthrough that's you're currently dealing with might finally get you somewhere where you finally get to reap some sort of reward for everything that you've been going through here. So if you've been feeling like giving up, or if you've been feeling just completely exhausted by everything that you're dealing with right now, just know that this is very, very, very soon going to be, you're going to have some sort of breakthrough, some sort of moment where it feels like you're finally able to push forward a little bit more than you've been able to before. You don't have to, you can finally kind of stop fighting so hard here pretty soon. So what is it that you want to let go of then, Capricorn? What do you want to release during this full moon in Scorpio period? This is interesting. We've got the Ten of Pentacles here with the Six of Cups in the reverse as what you want to let go of. So I'm wondering here, like, some of you have some really great, like, family structure around you, or at least that's like, I feel like this was how, this was definitely in your past. Like, there may have been, you know, a really great family connection that you had as a child, or, you know, a lot of family values that were instilled in you that you've, you know, held very dear to you. But honestly, what I'm getting from this for some of you is I feel like, you know, maybe some of you are starting to realize, I mean, earth signs are more likely to be, you know, a little bit more traditional, or just like really hold dear, you know, a lot of the values that are instilled in them traditionally. And so I feel like for some of you, like, you might be kind of looking to break free from this for some reason. And not even like in a, like a bad way where like something bad happened here. Like, I don't feel that at all. Like, I really just feel like some of you are just like, you know what, like, maybe that's that family structure, the things that I like held on to from this, you know, family unit that you had at one point in the past. Like, maybe some of you are starting to just realize that, like, you know, it's not helpful for your current situation. This is a really weird message. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't quite know what to say here, but I just feel like, yeah, like for some of you, like, you're maybe just like realizing, like, or saying goodbye to parts of yourself that, you know, are now just part of your childhood or part of your past, you know, like, you're just like saying goodbye to those parts of yourself that just aren't meant to follow you in the future, because we have the 3 of Wands here. So this is like discovery. This is sense of adventure, wanting to explore the possibilities around you. You know, so it feels like you maybe you felt limited at some point, you know, by what was taught to you in childhood, within the family, within the home. And you're now just kind of like, you know what, I'm realizing I can branch out. I'm realizing I don't need to be put in this box necessarily. Because I don't even necessarily feel like it, like I said, like it's like a bad thing. Like, I just feel like you're kind of saying goodbye maybe to parts of yourself or like values that you've held on to for a long time. And for some of you, this is quite literally maybe you moving away from home, or like saying goodbye to your family home, the family business maybe even, and going out and doing your own thing here. So, but regardless, like, you guys are feeling very excited and hopeful about your future. I say that because the stars here as well. So yeah, like there is some sort of like dream of yours or wish that you're kind of like looking out there on the horizon, like, you know what, I do want this. I am excited about this. And there's a lot of possibilities, there's a lot of opportunity around you, a lot of potential, I feel like, for growth and progress and, you know, creativity, inspiration. So I feel like you're just kind of like, it's not a bad thing. It's not like anything bad happened to make you go in this direction, but you're just kind of like, you know what, I'm ready to see what else is out there. I'm ready to explore my dream. I'm ready to just like go after it. Again, like I said, for some of you, like maybe you were involved in like a family business, and now that's just no longer, you know, what really drives you, you know. Maybe that's just part of past you, and you're ready to explore the future, see what else is out there, you know. So what is it that's going to help you let go here? What's going to help you release this? What's going to help Capricorn release, please? Whoa, okay. Well, all right. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we've got the Tower here with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You might be dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. But it looks like you're gonna be going through some sort of change. This might have already been happening for you, or it could be happening very soon. But it does look like there's going to be some sort of moment where you just feel like everything is chaos in your life. Like some sort of truth will be brought to the light. It is the full moon in Scorpio. That's what this time is all about. Some sort of truth is going to be brought to the light. It may even be what this Ace of Swords is here. Like I said, some sort of clarity is coming in, or idea, or breakthrough, realization. But yeah, like, you know, this is the kind of energy of having like the rug being pulled out from underneath you, just completely unexpectedly. So some big change is coming in for you that you're not expecting. The Tower, though, I'm like, people always get so fearful when the Tower comes out, but I always feel like the Tower is such a good thing to have. Like, as much as it's chaotic, as much as it's like scary, and there's a lot of uncertainty around the Tower, and a lot of just like, you know, big, far-reaching changes that are occurring that can be very uncomfortable. It's always for the greatest good in mind. Like, there's always like your highest good in mind when this happens. This is the universe coming in to be like, this change is necessary and you weren't going to make it happen, so I needed to make it happen for you. And it's in order to make you aware of something, in order to bring in some sort of clarity, so that you can see that the way that things are currently going is not meant for you. It's not right. Something's off, you know? It could be that, you know, maybe a lot of your beliefs or a lot of your ways of thinking, your patterns that you've engaged in, you know, just things that people have told you that might have been lies or misguided, you know, things that you've based your foundation off of here. You know, you're now realizing that some of that isn't true, or some of that's doesn't fit for you, or whatever it is, you know. And maybe that's part of like what you're trying to let go of here, is like maybe you just like realize like a lot of this stuff from like my family or from childhood or whatever, like, you know, it's not even anything like negative. It's just like maybe it's just not what I need to govern my life off of, you know. But this Knight of Swords, I do feel like this is you, you know, coming into some sort of new awareness around a new way of thinking, a new belief, you know, new values, that sort of thing. And, you know, it's interesting too, because we have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So I do feel like, you know, this is maybe something that's going to put you outside of your comfort zone, and really shake up your sense of stability, your sense of security in some way. But just know again, like, that this is something that's ultimately for the best here. You know, your guides, the universe, they wouldn't put you through this for nothing. So I don't know, I always this might sound like sadistic or something, but I always get excited when I see the Tower. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's kind of like course correction, you know, like, wait a minute, not that way, or like, not like that, you know, let's go in the right direction here. I don't know. And it's like, there's comfort in that. There's comfort in like knowing the universe was like, you know what, I needed to intervene here in order to make sure that you know, have what you need to be successful. So, I mean, just look at it that way. And it's easier to say that, you know, from the outside, but so what are the outside influences here? The outside resources? Jeez Louise, everybody is getting the same cards. And it's making me feel for y'all, because some of you are really going through it. But what else, please? What are the other outside influences for Capricorn? Okay. So there is some sort of ending here. We've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse with the Four of Swords. So there's something here that, some sort of ending that was very painful, very unexpected as well. You know, this is going to be playing its role here for sure. It might be related to this Tower. It could be related to this Nine of Wands, also this Ten of Pentacles as well. But something here is coming to an end, and it's going to be difficult. But also with it in the reverse here, I feel like it's not going to be as like it's going to be influential, but it's not going to take as long of a process to like go through, I feel like, for you. You know, because again, like we're going to be receiving some sort of clarity. So you're going to have like the information, the knowledge, whatever, you know, the answer that you need here, the breakthrough that you need. And that's what's going to really help you, I feel like. But there is something here that's going to end, that's going to be quite painful for you. It does look like, you know, you're going to need to take a period of rest for sure after this ending to just kind of like heal, focus on, you know, recharging your batteries, resting, you know, getting back to a baseline where you actually have, you know, the energy to, you know, do things again. But for some reason, like, I don't want to diminish this Ten of Swords at all, but I just really don't feel like it's going to be quite as like intense as usually the Ten of Swords is, because we also have the Star here. So it's like there's still a lot of like healing that you're going to be doing. Like I feel like you're just going to jump straight to the healing. Like you might like linger a little bit on like, wow, that was painful, but it looks like you know, you're going to jump straight to the healing. And there's still like, it isn't going to shake your faith, you know, it's not going to shake your belief in yourself. And if anything, it's going to make you feel even more optimistic and hopeful towards whatever this dream of yours is that you have here. I don't know, Capricorn. This is interesting. So what's the advice then? What's the advice for Capricorn? What's the advice, please? So we've got meditate and contemplate. This is the new moon in Pisces card. So yeah, you know, it might be really just helpful for you while you're going through all of this situation over the next couple of weeks, that you just take some time for yourself. You know, make sure that you spend some time in quiet, you know, spend some time connecting with like your inner peace and everything, so that way you can also, you know, connect to your intuition, and make sure that you are really paying attention and listening and following you know, your guided messages that you're, because you know the Tower is here, so definitely there's the universe is at play here. There's things that are being put in motion for you. And so there's definitely probably some messages that you're receiving around this as well. And it's going to be important for you to make sure that you meditate and that you're paying attention to what's coming up. We also have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So I do feel like the seeds that you may have planted during the new moon in Aries period are going to play a big role here. You might see things kind of coming to fruition. What else, please, for Capricorn? All right, so we have we had sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. This makes a lot of sense. The full moon in Scorpio is always just a little bit more intense than a normal full moon. Full moon's already intense, lots of deep, intense emotions, and then, you know, add Scorpio into the mix, and that's always gonna add a little bit more intensity. So, you know, there's definitely probably a lot of emotions you're gonna be feeling during this period, especially over the next couple weeks. But, you know, just make sure, again, that you're taking time to take care of yourself. This Four of Swords is here for a reason. You might need to give yourself some rest as well as you deal with all of this. And especially, like, again, like the Tower is a very uncomfortable, big deal, right? So, yeah, you know, it's okay. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. We've also got ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So, you know, the Four of Wands is here. And like I said, I do feel like you are going to have some sort of breakthrough or some sort of, like, you know, with this Nine of Wands situation where you're finally going to see some results for all of this, you know, fighting that you've had to do, all this pushing you've had to do, and protection that you've had to do over yourself and your ideas and whatever it is that you're trying to create for yourself. So yeah, you are going to have something to celebrate here very soon. That's very exciting. What else, please, for Capricorn? Wow. Okay. So we've got material harvest. This is the equivalent of the Nine of Pentacles. So this is exciting. I feel like this is what you're gonna have to celebrate. You might be really coming into, you know, with this Nine of Wands, like you may have just been really working hard, you know, within work or like a personal project or a goal of yours. And I feel like you're gonna see that pay off. And not only that, but this is like a be your own boss kind of energy. This is like being able to financially be independent, being able to provide for yourself, like seeing a lot of abundance that's like self-made, you know? So I really feel like this Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands in the reverse here situation that's about to emerge for you, it's gonna be a huge win for you. And that's what you're going to be celebrating. You know, all of that hard work paying off, all of that like dedication is going to pay off for you big time here. That's very exciting. So that was it, Capricorn. That was the reading. Thank you so much for being here. As always, if you enjoyed the video, it resonated with you, you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. All of the above would be much appreciated, of course, on my end. And then, of course, we'll see you, you know, in a couple weeks for the new moon reading. So we'll see you then. Bye, guys.